In this video, we'll look at the different ways of formatting numbers in Excel. So a default number usually just has the digits and they're aligned on the right-hand side. But if you go onto the ribbon and look at the number section here, you'll see there's actually quite a lot of options. Some of the basic ones include increasing and decreasing the number of decimal places, which is more significant when there's actually decimal places, but you can increase and decrease the number of zeros displayed there as well. You can turn on the comma style, which on my computer is set to have a space, but on some computers it may display a comma in between the thousands, which may make it easier to read, especially with longer numbers like some of these. Then you've got percentage, which you would only apply in a few cases when you're actually working with percentages. Normally we wouldn't use that for normal numbers like that. Then there's the currency options, which these are all sales figures, so you can assume there's actually supposed to be currencies. So I'm going to select all of these. Well, I'll select one column for now. And there's a little money button, and it's actually got, if your computer's set up correctly, it might have the Rand sign or your local currency, and then it might have other common currencies. And as you can see, it's applied this, you can see the number format there is called accounting. There's another number format for currencies, which is just called currency. And the difference here, you can see that the Rand sign or the currency symbol is right up against the number this is currency. On the accounting formatting, it's on the left-hand side. So this one tends to be a bit more readable, the accounting format, but it depends what you prefer or what the question is asking for. If you don't find the currency symbol of your currency, you can go into the advanced formatting cells and go into currency or accounting as you prefer and choose from the long list of different currencies there. Other number formats, you can see these ones are set as number, and there's general, which is not anything in particular. Then there's dates and times. So here we've got a date over here, and it automatically picked it up that it was a date. There's a few different ones. Short date is what it's displaying now, which is just the numerical date. Long date is the full story, such as Thursday, 14 May 2020. But you can also change it into various other formats as well. And you can either do that by going to more number formats or clicking on this little arrow here. And then you'll get various options, including all the different dashed and dotted and so on and so forth, and with or without the day of the week. And if you go into custom, you can really go crazy, and you'll see there's a whole lot of different formats that you can choose, and if depending on your computer settings, there may be different ones available. You can also use the day, month, and year symbols to create your own. So if I want this to say 14 May 2020, or maybe I want it to say just the beginning of the day of the week, so THU for Thursday, then I'll put 3 Ds. If I add an additional D, then it creates the full day of the week. Then the DD will display 2 digits for the date. Even if it's like the 1st of May, it will say 01. And then M, if you just put 1 M, then you see it displays a 5, 2 M's, 05, 3 M's, the first 3 letters of the month, and 4 M's will be the full month. But of course, since it's May, it's only 3 letters. And the same with year. If you put 2 digits, it displays just the end of the year. 3 or 4 digits displays the full year. And you can add dashes and commas and slashes as you like. Then just other number formatting things to look at. You can go into number again, and you can display how many decimal places there are here as well. Whether it's got a 1000 separator, again my computer's set to a space, and how you want negative numbers to look. So normally they look with a minus, but you can have them in red and things like that. The last one to look at is the dealing with text that contains numbers. So for instance, a phone number usually starts with a 0, but numbers can't have a 0. If you type in a number with a 0 at the beginning and press enter, the 0 disappears because numbers don't have zeros at the beginning. So if you want to force Excel to accept that there's going to be a 0 at the beginning there, you actually need to type a single apostrophe before the 0. And that will force Excel to treat this number as text. And it will give you this warning to say number stored as text, which it is. But that's fine because we're not going to be doing calculations on a phone number or a postal code like this one. And here, in this case, you can see I've changed it to the text format, which is the last option here, which also forces Excel to store it as text, and it's actually put in the apostrophe on its own by the looks of it.